How's it going, guys? It's Ryan from FullDistortion.com. In this video we're going to take a look at Hell's Bells by ACDC. It's definitely my favorite ACDC riff. Really cool, really recognizable. So we're going to take a look at how to play this, and if you haven't done it already, go to the website FullDistortion.com and join the Players Club. It's completely free, easy to do, so check that out. And if you like these lessons, please subscribe to our channel. So now we'll take a look at how to play this very cool ACDC song. Okay, so this song, the intro and the choruses revolve around the sort of signature riff for this song, sort of a super recognizable ACDC riff, and that is this part. And so to play that, you're going to start with a chord shape with your index finger on the 7th fret of the D string and then the 9th fret of the G string. And you're going to play it picked, arpeggiated. So you're going to go open A, then the 9th fret on the G, then the 7th on the D, and then you're going to lift your finger off the 9th and use your finger to sort of bar across the 7th fret D and G. So then you're going to go G string, D string again on just the 7th, then the open A again, so. And when you're playing this part, you're going to want to let the A string ring open. So don't mute it, let it ring over all the other pick parts. And so now you're going to go, and that's just from the 7th fret, you're going to move to the 5th fret, and again G string, D string, and then hit the open A again. So. And now you're going to go back to the 7th fret, and you're going to hit the D and the G together, and then the 7th fret on the D, and then the open A. So far you've got. And that pretty much completes the pattern, and then you start over. But on the second time around, once you get to there, you go. And what that is 3rd fret A string, 5th fret G string, then 2nd fret A string, 5th fret D string. Sorry, I said G the last time I meant D, so. And then open A. So on the second time around, it's. And after you hit that open A is the start of doing the whole loop over again. So you hit that open A, and then. So that open A starts the whole pattern over again. So. And it just kind of rolls through that riff for quite a while in the intro, and that's also the chorus riff, and then leading into the sort of the verse, I guess you call it, rhythm, there's a little bit of a change, and what that is on the last time around, you're going to go through once, so. And then when you start over, you're going to get to this part. But instead of continuing from there like normal, you're going to go. And that's just sort of like a modified D, it's like, or G, sorry, it's like a G shape, but you're going to not hit that second fret on the A. So kind of mute that with the fleshy part of the inside of your finger there. You're going to hit that twice. And then, and that's just your D open, your G second fret, and your B third fret. So, and then that same. So again, that last time around is. And that finishes off the sort of the intro, and then you go into this part. And from watching the video for this song, I'm not sure how they do it live, but from watching the video for the song, Angus and Malcolm are playing the same thing but a little bit differently. So on that part, I'll show you both ways. And so the way that Angus is playing it, from what I can see in the video, is like this. And so what that is basically an A power chord, which is the same as up here, but so anyway, so it's your A string open, your 7th fret on your D, then the 9th fret on the G, and you're gonna go. So that's your open A, then hit that power chord, and then lift your finger off the 9th fret. So now you're open A and 7th fret on both the D and G. So back. And then you're going to come up here. And again, that's just a power chord. So 5th fret on the A string, 7th on the D and G. Lift your fingers off, so now you're barring across the A, D, and G. And you're only going to play, on this part, you're only going to play the D and G string. Don't hit the A, so. And then you finish that off with that same thing from the intro part. So. And that's what Angus is playing, and Malcolm is playing basically the same thing, but instead of playing the A down here, he's playing it up here. And it's the same chord, it's just in a different position, so it has a bit of a different sound to it, and it sounds good layered together, so you can play it whichever way you want, and if you're playing with 2 guitars, doing it both ways sounds really cool together. But so the way he's doing it is like this. Sorry. And so that is just hit that open A again. And you're going to hit the open A, D, and G on the 2nd fret. So D and G, 2nd fret, open A. Then the D and G open. Then back. And then that same power chord thing from the way we did it with the Angus part. So instead of just going, and then again just end on. And so again, play it whichever one of those ways you want. It's basically the same thing either way, you're just playing the A in a different. And so then there's a little sort of pre-chorus part at the end of that rhythm, and that goes like this. so that is just, you're going to hit your D open, and you're going to hit your open D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B. That's just your 3rd fret on the B, and you're letting the G open, so. And then back to a whole D, so. And you're going to go again, the full D chord shape. Lift everything but the 3rd fret there on the B. So. Then you're going to go a power chord across the, so the 3rd fret on the A, and then the 5th on the D, G, and the B. So, sorry. And then to that sort of modified G from earlier, where you're hitting the G chord shape without the 2nd fret on the A. So. And you repeat. You're going to come down here, and this is at the 7th fret on the A and the 9th fret on the D, G, and B, and you're going to go. And so that's just, you hit your low E, and then you're going to hit the chord there, then lift up your fingers so you're just across the 2nd fret. So. You're going to come up and you're going to go open D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd on the B again. So. And then you're going to hit the A power chord, so open A, 2nd fret D and G. So that whole thing again together is. And then you're going to come down and do this part again. But now, instead of doing that, you're just going to hit that sort of G thing again. And that leads into the chorus. And so that whole pre-chorus thing together, I'll go slow, is like this. So again, really slow here. And then you go back into the chorus, and the chorus is that sort of signature riff again.